Good evening, and welcome to our annual International Scientist and Philosopher Banquet, in which we will be presenting our final award of the night for Forging New Paths of Thinking and Understanding.
Our nominees are Francis Bacon, Nicholas Copernicus, and Cesare Beccaria. Your winner is Cesare Beccaria for his introduction of new ideas and beliefs into the area of criminal justice. Cesare Beccaria was born on March 15, 1738 in Milan, Italy, to an aristocratic family that wasn't rather wealthy. He was educated in a Jesuit school in Parma, Italy for much of his young life. He never liked school but was rather proficient in his studies, especially mathematics. After completing elementary school, he went to the University of Pavia and graduated with a degree in law in 1758. After being influenced by his friends Alejandro and Pietro Vieri, he joins a society called the Academy of Fists. After being spurred by his fellow members, he writes his treatise on crimes and punishments in 1764, which is what is most known for. In this treatise, he discusses what will become the basis for the criminal justice system in much of the modern world. At first, he published the treaty anonymously out of fear for public backlash, yet after it became widely recognized and was endorsed by Catherine the Great of Russia, along with Thomas Jefferson and John Adams in the U.S., he republishes it, giving himself credit. The basis for his essay is that punishment is only justified by its ability to defend the social contract and to assure that it will be followed. Beccaria also said, for a punishment to attain its end, the evil which it inflicts has only to exceed the advantages derivable from the crime, which in other words means that the punishment should fit the crime, so that a criminal will be deterred from committing a crime as its disadvantages outweigh the possible advantages. This leads into another one of his ideas, which is that deterrence is a much more effective way of punishment than retribution. Due to his belief in deterrence, he believed that punishment was best delivered swiftly. He justifies his claim by using the theory of the association of ideas by David Hume and David Hartley, and uses it to state that if two ideas that follow in succession rapidly, such as crime and punishment, their association will be strengthened and reinforced. The other major point of his treatise is his attack on capital punishment. He states that since punishment is justified only by its ability to maintain the social contract, and that the governed only negotiated some of their rights away, in which the right to life is not included, that it is unlawful to have capital punishment. He argues that perpetual slavery or life imprisonment is a more favorable option to the worst of crimes. It is not only a deterrent to criminals, but it reminds the general populace of the horrors of punishment and leads them to abide by the social contract. As a testament to his legacy, Cesare Beccaria's treaty has become the basis for many modern law systems today, most notably the American Bill of Rights on which the Constitution was formed. Cesare Beccaria's beliefs on the death penalty are still being fought for today in the United States, as many people believe it to be a wrongful decision in such a civilized era. Even though the death penalty is still present in many larger countries today, most of Europe has abandoned the death penalty in favor of an extended jail penalty. As this ceremony comes to a close, we appreciate if the audience will give a moment of silence for the nominees unable to join us today. Have a good night.